Hello, my name is Emily and I am a food enthusiast. I like eating it, I like making it, and I like eating it. And most recently, I have been enraptured by the history of it. I have found out so many cool facts about food on the internet, and it is insane. I physically can't keep these facts to myself. I've tried, and I have failed. But Emily, I hear you say, what got you interested in starting a food history podcast in the first place? Excellent question. It all started with finding out that between the layers of wafer and a Kit Kat is more crushed up Kit Kat. Crazy, right? And so I went on a mission to find out how the first one was made, and what I found out will be revealed to you in the special at the end of the season. Let me tell you though, it was a journey of epic proportion. From then on, I started to research random food questions that popped into my head, like when was cake as we know it invented? And when did donuts get a hole in the middle? And it just spiraled from there, really. So the idea for this podcast is to answer the questions that you ponder but never actually seek the answers for. The first season is based on what you lovely audience have asked for, vegetables. And I will be sharing the fun foodie facts I found with a different guest each week. If you want to have your say in future episodes of Food Did What Now, then follow Food Did What Now on Instagram and Facebook. New episodes released every Friday. More like Friday, am I right? If you like the sound of this podcast, then why not subscribe? It will be available wherever you like to get your podcasts, and then you'll find out whenever a new episode is posted. I mean, who doesn't want to learn about potatoes and tomatoes and baked beans? And you're in luck, because those are just a few topics that we will cover in season 1 of Food Did What Now? So, without further ado, let's get into the episode. Food did what now? Food did what now? Food did what now? Food did what now? Today, we have with us the lovely Riley Bell. Introduce yourself, Riley Bell.
Hello, Well, my name is Riley Bell. That's been stated already.
Wonderful. Tell us a fact about you relating to food, please.
Controversially, for the first podcast, I really do not like avocado. Have it smashed on toast, with eggs, any form. I do not like avocados.
Why?
I don't know. There's something about it. Maybe it's a textural thing. But I wouldn't be able to be a millennial if I tried. Because everyone says, oh, I found this great new sandwich. It's like a BLT, but with avocado. And I think, oh,
throw it in the bin.
Ruined.
Ruined. Nice. Okay, there we go. Riley doesn't like avocado. Well,
Apologies.
funny you should say that. No. No. Today's topic is not avocado, although I really wish it was now. It is pickles.
Oh, that's a lot better for me than avocados.
Yeah. So,
First guest on and they hate the food they're talking about.
Okay. Do you have any experience with pickles?
Just like every kid, you go to a fast food place, there's a pickle in the burger, and you go, whoo. As a child, I'm meant to not like pickles. I think. Maybe just me?
I don't know.
But I know a lot of kids don't have pickles in burgers, because that's, unless your parents feed you, like a pickle gherkin or something, you don't experience them in really any other context.
That's true, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I grew up eating pickles. I don't think I had them very often, but I always liked them.
Okay.
Yeah. So I asked my audience when they thought pickles were invented or pickling started, and I got some responses. And
good
so
ones, I hope.
Some of them are very good. I will not tell you whether any of them are right yet, because then afterwards you're gonna guess, and then we're gonna get into it. Okay.
Okay.
So, when do you think pickles were invented or pickling started? 1795 by a dude named Dill.
I mean, with a name like that,
Yeah, I mean, it's
there's got to
just
be
so
some
obvious.
expertise.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's so specific.
Yeah, very specific. Although Dill wasn't added until later. But anyway, during the time of the conquistadors? I don't know how to
The
say
conquistadors.
that.
There you go. Good thing I had a guest to help me. I don't actually know who they are. I didn't have time to research.
Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition.
Oh, is that the Conquistadors? Conquistadors.
This is a food history, not a history podcast.
Okay.
I can't exactly vouch what the Spanish conquistadors were.
Okay.
Maybe something naval, Spanish Armada too.
Fair, yeah. I didn't research it because it's not food based.
It's not pickles.
Exactly, it's not pickles. Just after cucumbers. Yeah, we'll find out about that later in the season. When someone forgot about cucumbers for the winter.
No. What do you mean, forgot about them?
I know.
They'd just go rotten.
Exactly.
They wouldn't just magic a jar into existence and some
surround
brine.
themselves with vinegar. No. So that person's wrong. When a forever bachelor decided to enhance his lonely sandwich experience. And what?
I mean, again, the magicking pickles into existence to be able to enhance a sandwich.
Yeah, that's a good point. You'd have to wait a very long time for that sandwich.
Yeah.
Yeah. The 1500s, the 1600s.
Okay.
And then our last one is 1600s-ish. I think that's when rubber became a thing, and I believe it's needed for pickles.
All of the answers you've given me
Yeah.
are from, I think the earliest was 1500s.
Yes.
Unless the conquistadors came earlier. Until about 1795. If you hadn't have given me any of those, I would have immediately said several thousand BC.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why, but I feel like that's...
Wow.
Maybe not in a glass mason jar.
No, yeah. But you would be correct. Ooh.
Everyone on Instagram is wrong.
So
I know more about pickles than you, general public.
So pickles date as far back as 2030 BC. So we're nearly like
we're almost the same.
Yeah. How crazy is that?
Given 0 AD/BC as a median, we're almost we've mirrored the pickle time. Yeah.
Oh, maybe something should happen in 2030 to do with pickles as like a celebration. Definitely. But the pickling process itself dates back to 2400 BC.
Oh, wow.
So it took a while. But this pickling process is from the Mesopotamian... Mesopotamians.
Yes.
The
it's a long word.
It is. The Mesopotamians, started pickling back in 2400 BC. But that is modern day, like Iraq, Kuwait, Turkey, and Syria.
Okay.
So that kind of area.
Yeah.
Pickling is preservations of food by submersion in a brine, vinegar, or a solution of similar characteristics.
So, is there a difference? Immediately, I'm thinking brine versus vinegar. Is there a difference in what the product is called depending on the pickling solution?
I don't think so.
Is it still a pickle?
It's still a pickle.
Are brine pickles different to vinegar pickles? I know they would be in taste, but is there?
I don't think
maybe
so. Some people
cultural.
Some people call there's
divide.
Different kinds of pickles, like sweet pickles and stuff like that. But I don't know I don't actually know.
We'll have to explore sweet pickles. Yeah. Actually, because I've heard this.
Yeah.
And it's not a UK thing.
No, apparently UK pickles are actually sweet pickles, and my American friends are so upset because they can't find good pickles here because they're all sweet. Apparently.
They're sweet.
Yeah. I guess compared to their pickles,
how sour are American pickles?
I don't know. But I just remembered, if you want to try some pickled cucumber, I have some in my fridge that I made.
You've made your own?
I've made my own.
Was it specifically for this episode?
No, I made it last week because I needed to use up my cucumber. So
I'm liking this resourcefulness.
thank you. Yeah.
Whole cucumbers?
No, it wasn't a little dill cucumber. It was a actual I cut it into quarters and was just like put it on they're great on tacos. I don't think that's normal for tacos, but I put them on
pickles
my tacos.
on tacos. I can see it working.
Yeah, I made pickled carrot and cucumber. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. A quick pickle. It's literally you just like pop it in vinegar and a bit of salt.
You say cucumbers and carrots. There's such a variety of things to pickle.
It's so true. You can pickle anything.
Pickled ginger.
They
Love
pickle
it.
eggs.
On sushi. Pickled onions, pickled eggs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Beetroot, red cabbage,
pickled beetroot's
anything.
good. Yeah.
Is there no limit as to what we can't pickle?
I mean, I don't think there is. Like, you can pickle any fresh fruit and veg. Like, I don't think you can pickle meats, but I don't know about that. You'd preserve them another way. You'd salt dry them. Yeah.
Technically, this is a bit off topic, but if you ever look at a scientific specimen that's being held in liquid, technically
a pickle.
It's technically a pickle.
I love that.
Ah, yes, a rare pickled insect from the Amazon.
Oh, exciting. I don't know if it has to be specifically a brine or a vinegar to be a pickle. I don't actually know.
Okay, so it just has to have
I don't know
the characteristics. I'm guessing acidic.
Yeah. So basically, the whole point of a liquid for pickling is it doesn't allow any bacteria to grow. So anything that creates an uninhabitable environment for bacteria could probably be used as a way of pickling something. Yeah.
Wow. And then that influences the flavour to a point that we like.
Yeah.
And are there any other preservation methods that were used where people objectively hated
I don't know.
the taste that it created after?
We could future episodes, baby.
Brings into question.
Yeah.
Food preservation.
We could do a whole season on that.
On the Food Did What Now podcast.
Yeah. Season 2, maybe. Who knows? Okay, so let's delve into the pickling process or history of pickling a bit more. So, as we know, when were they created? Supposedly
2030 BC.
Yes, I like it. We're learning. Okay, in 50 BC, Roman emperors such as Julius Caesar gave pickles to their soldiers, believing they would make them stronger.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Does it delve any deeper? Is that because they maybe viewed them as, I don't know, sacred maybe?
I don't know about sacred, but in a study in this century, they revealed that drinking pickle juice can relieve cramps 45% faster than drinking no fluids and 37% faster than water.
Wow.
So it could actually increase your endurance and
all those soldiers out in battle, sore muscles, drink some pickle juice.
There you go.
And you'll be fine.
There you go.
Wow. Those Romans had the science down.
They did, yeah. If you're going on a hike, you're getting cramps, down some pickle juice. Let's go. Yeah.
Is that going to be our official endorsement? To all athletes, please.
Drink pickle juice. Queen Cleopatra believed her health and legendary beauty was contributed towards by the consumption of pickles.
Wow.
Yeah, at least in part. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, yeah, it's fresh, it's light, maybe there's some sort of rejuvenating power in that pickling brine. Yeah. Maybe,
maybe we all just need to drink more vinegar.
Yeah, exactly. We need to drink more vinegar. Maybe pickle juice doubles as I don't know, like a toner or a face cleanser or something like that.
Well, I'm not gonna
to achieve legendary beauty.
Oh, maybe works from the inside out and outside in. Who knows? We don't actually know this for sure, folks. So Christopher Columbus is said to have given pickles to his sailors as they could cure and prevent scurvy.
Oh.
Because scurvy is caused by lack of vitamin C. Apparently, it comes on with like 3 months worth of lack of vitamin C. But yeah, it can just be cured by having vitamin C. Yeah.
And how much vitamin C is there in a pickle? You wouldn't have thought, you know, traditionally it's oranges.
Yeah, citrus fruits and stuff.
Yeah.
Because they're very high in it. But I guess.
Pickles too. I mean,
Yeah, there you go.
yeah, it's a way of preserving fresh fruit and vegetables, which is exactly what these sailors needed.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
it just helped. In all reality, it helped travel and finding new worlds and trade, etc.
Yeah.
We owe way more than we know to pickles.
Yeah. So we jump forward from that was in 1492, and we jump forward to the 1650s. In 1659,
We're into the realm now. Just to preface, we're into the realm now where people think pickles start existing. And
that's true.
So all these viewers, listeners,
Yeah.
all the audience
Yeah.
thought pickles started existing now,
Yeah.
whereas
They were
Queen
wrong.
Cleopatra was happily, I don't know, using pickles in some way for
Beautifying.
beauty and power, and Roman soldiers were eating them to be extra strong and
Yeah.
free from muscle cramps.
Absolutely. Now we start.
Now pickles start.
And this is probably why everyone thinks that. In the area that's now Brooklyn, New York, Dutch farmers started growing cucumbers and then would sell them to people who would pickle them and then sell them out of barrels. And then that kind of marked the start of the world, what would come to be the world's largest pickle industry.
Wow.
Yeah. And in the late 19th century and early 20th century, immigration to New York brought Eastern European Jews that introduced kosher dill pickles, and that was like cementing New York as the center of the pickle world.
That
of the
really
world.
helped popularity.
Yeah.
Wow.
So there you go.
Okay, I want to clarify.
Yes.
You said these early settlers in America. Did you say Dutch?
I said Dutch farmers.
Dutch farmers. These Dutch farmers.
Yeah.
And they sold pickles out of barrels.
Yes.
So I'm assuming these would have been English cucumbers, the cucumbers we're used to seeing, full size,
Ooh.
as opposed to small little dill cucumbers, which would have been maybe harder to fish out of a barrel. I'm not too sure.
I honestly don't know. I didn't get that much information on it, honestly. Okay, so this is fun. 1893. Picture it. Ooh. In Chicago at the World Fair.
I'm picturing it.
Cool. Now picture a man named Henry Hines.
Oh, hi Henry.
Nice to meet you, Henry. Okay, so he did one of the best marketing moves in US history. So he got little local kids to convince people to come to his stand, and if they did, well, if the people came to their stand and tried what he was selling, they'd get a gift, a free gift.
These children,
No,
or the people that came to the
people
stand.
that came to the store will
Right.
get a free gift. He ended up giving out 1 million pickle pins.
That's a lot of pickle pins.
It is, and that is a pickle pin.
That is a pickle pin.
You can buy them today.
Strangely enough,
You'd want one?
I want a pickle pin.
Be a part of history.
To describe it, it's just a little plastic pickle with Heinz embossed on it
Yeah,
after Mr. Heinz, the pickle man,
yeah,
and it just looks beautiful.
yeah, yeah,
It's and so it's actually a little pin that you'd wear like on your lapel or
Yeah.
something.
yeah.
I could wear that to formals.
Yeah, you could. You
You
could.
know,
If only I had one
when
for you
when you have
today.
when you have an excuse to wear a blazer, you can just pop it on there and be, hey,
I'm representing Heinz the pickle man.
yeah.
Yeah.
You just go up to people, hey, when do you think pickles were invented? Anyone that says 1600 AD or newer, you just
step away.
I'm sorry, but you have to stop talking to them.
Yeah, because they haven't listened to this podcast.
And they've clearly never heard about Roman soldiers
Exactly.
that were miraculously cramp free.
Exactly. There you go. Yeah, so he repeated this excellent strategy in 1896, 1898, and 1939 at the World Fairs. Yeah. Yeah, and like I said, you can buy them today. So get your pickle pins, people.
So are these reproductions? Are these genuine pickle pins? Well, I'm assuming
I
they wouldn't
imagine
be.
they must be reproductions.
If they're not, yeah, they probably wouldn't be from the 30s.
1893.
Oh
was when
wow!
they were
Oh wow!
first
The
done.
1890s.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. So but this site, this isn't an ad, but History Center Museum shop. I think it's an American shop, but they have 9,753 in stock today, as of recording this podcast, and you can get 10 for $5.70.
That's just a shade less than the million originally given out.
There you go. Yeah, they couldn't do what he did.
Yep.
They don't have enough. Yeah.
I'm not sure if there's as much of a demand.
No.
Although,
Yeah.
is this Heinz of Heinz fame?
It's Heinz of Heinz
This is
beans.
this is the beans Heinz.
Yeah. Henry J. Heinz.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, do they still make pickles?
I think so.
Because if they do, I haven't seen them around.
It is an American brand.
Hmm.
So they do.
Heinz do still make pickles. So obviously this was a really good marketing strategy from them, because the business is still going today.
Absolutely, yeah.
Despite us not knowing about it, well, I mean, hence the need for more pickle pins.
Exactly.
Raise awareness.
We need more revive the pickle pins. Okay, we've got a few more facts. So in World War II in America, pickles were rationed, and 40% of those went to the troops.
Wow.
We're just copying Julius Caesar.
Yeah.
You had the right idea.
Unknowingly, same idea, just different time period.
Yeah, absolutely.
So if you ask anyone who knows a US veteran, they will not complain about any muscular cramp during their time served.
No, not at all. And okay, the final thing we have today is the trade organisation Pickle Packers International, that was formed in 1893, launched International Pickle Week in the 1940s, which still goes on today as far as I'm aware. And the dates are May 15th to the 24th. More than a 7-day week.
That's more than a week.
We're so passionate about pickles, a week just wasn't enough, so we tacked on a few extra days.
I'm going to shorten it by saying the PPI,
Oh.
because I can't remember the original
PPI?
form. The something Pickle International.
Pickle Packers. Try saying that fast.
It's a tongue twister in itself.
Yeah.
So the PPI, with that,
Yeah.
enamoured by pickles, that they just lost concept of a week,
Yeah, they needed...
or felt that they deserved more
Yeah, the 1 week wasn't enough, but then everyone...
because of all they've done for us historically.
Yeah, absolutely.
They deserve that recognition.
They do. So, you just learned about pickles. How do you feel?
I'm feeling refreshed.
Refreshed. Nice.
Lack of scurvy.
Wonderful.
I'm feeling really energetic.
Yeah.
I might go for a long bath
Ooh.
in some salty water
Gonna
with
pickle yourself.
with some herbs in. I may pickle myself.
Would you like to try some pickled cucumber?
Yes,
Okay,
please.
I'll go get that.
There they are.
Yes. So, just so you know, this doesn't have any pickling spices in it because it's called a quick pickle. So what you do
A
is...
quickle.
A quickle. You salt the cucumbers before you put them in the brine, and then it draws out any extra moisture, and then you squeeze that out, and then you put them in a jar, and then you...
So that allows the brine to sort of really quickly soak in.
Yeah. So,
Wow.
there you go. Giving you 4 pieces of pickle there.
Ooh.
I don't know if this is technically the kind of pickle we've been talking about today, but...
Hey.
Good, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
And you can just make that overnight?
You can make that in 5 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah.
That really is a quick pickle.
Yeah.
And you said you didn't use any pickling herbs or spices in that.
No, I didn't.
So that is just salt water. That is just brine.
That is vinegar and the salt that was left on the cucumbers and a little bit of water to top it up to cover the cucumbers. Yeah. Because
that really does. It tastes like a proper pickle, but it's
thank you.
but it's been made in such a quick time. You can almost cheat that preservation process.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So a quick pickle supposedly doesn't last as long. It'll last like 3 or 4 weeks, I think, maybe 2 or 3. But apparently, the pickling liquid, when it's hot, the temperature brings out flavors.
Oh, it's
so, like, especially from your spices, I would imagine.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're sort of blooming the spices, kind of like adding salt to a dish to draw out a bit more flavor. Yeah. Wow.
Oh, you can pickle garlic, squash. Cold brines are useful if you're looking to preserve the texture and crunch of a vegetable.
Okay.
So a hot one, I guess, will cook them a little bit. That makes sense, though. You could put anything in a hot liquid, it'll start cooking.
I mean, pickled eggs, you have to cook them before.
That's true.
So it doesn't matter whether you use a hot or a cold because
they're already cooked.
They're already cooked. There is no texture change.
And you don't normally pickle eggs with spices, do you?
No.
Not that
it
I've
tends to be
seen,
just vinegar.
Yeah.
From my experience. Although, they always look really sad, sat by themselves in a jar at a chip shop.
Yeah.
They seem to be underappreciated in the pickle world.
Yeah. I don't know, they just don't appeal to me. Like, I don't want a vinegary egg.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
Maybe if it was put into something.
No further questions, Your Honour.
Yeah.
You've explained it all there.
Oh, there we go,
I don't want I don't want an egg that tastes pickly. That just ruins the appeal.
I like an egg that tastes like an egg. You know, make it Scotch egg.
Oh, Scotch
delicious.
it for me. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Fry it. Yeah. Thank you very much. Pickled. I'll stay away from it.
Yeah. So to wrap this all up, what blew your mind today? Did anything blow your mind?
I'm happy that I got the date right.
Yes.
Or sort of right.
Yeah.
But I wasn't expecting it to be that early.
Yeah.
Especially 2400 BC, when the pickling process was actually developed. Mm-hmm. In terms of ones that blew my mind and will stay with me, it's got to be the Roman soldiers.
Yeah.
Miraculously cramp free.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try that next time in the gym.
Nice. Ooh.
I'll have 2 water bowls.
Yeah.
One full of water, and then one full of
pickle juice. Let us know how it goes.
I'll let you know how it goes, and if they kick me out.
Yeah.
Because I imagine someone drinking pickle juice in between sets is
just go like, oh, and putting that
the
face
tang.
like,
oh,
yeah.
But I feel no strain in my muscles.
Yes, I have no cramps here. I wonder if that would help with period cramps. Anyway,
who knows?
Maybe I could give it a try. I've got some pickle juice now.
Pickles are just so useful.
Homemade pickle juice, basically vinegar. Yeah.
There is no end to the use of pickles.
Exactly. There you go. An underrated it's not really a condiment. An underrated pickled thing.
Exactly. Can be a condiment.
Yeah, that's true.
There is just no end.
Yeah. To the opportunity provided by pickles.
It's really made me learn just how prevalent pickles are and have been. And, well, the amount of uses. Thinking of just how many things can be pickled, that it is also a condiment. The different methods to preserve texture, to add flavour, and the fact that you have to think of a different method for each type of food stuff you're pickling.
Yeah.
But I can imagine it's prevalent in almost all cultures, probably. Judging by the amount of things pickled and where everything grows. I can imagine each culture has their own form of pickling. And so maybe that's one thing that's united us.
Ooh, who knows? I mean, I can't say for sure, so I'm not gonna be like yes, but
this is not definitive.
Yeah, like it's one of those things where like in a society they'd need to have the ability or like the space, like either carry around jars with them if they're like quite a nomadic society, or whether it's whether they have a settled status, so to speak, and like have the space to store jars and jars of pickled things. But it makes sense to be able to preserve like your harvest like through the winter and stuff like that. You'd need that kind of thing.
That's always been sort of the goal of society up until this point. We can make food, but how do we keep it?
Exactly.
Because as a farmer, you know, you can't eat your whole harvest by yourself, and you may not be able to sell your whole harvest. So
you gotta, what
do you do with the excess?
Yeah, there's so much food. There's a whole food waste epidemic and stuff as well. Like
exactly
with shops like mainstream like supermarkets rejecting vegetables if they don't look a certain way. So Morrison's does the wonky veg stuff.
Yes,
and, like,
I was just about to bring that up.
Yeah,
I do quite like that.
Yeah, it's cool.
So maybe pickling can help bring about a decrease in food waste.
Let's revive the pickling.
Let's revive
Not just
pickling.
the badges, but
Let's
the pickles.
Start pickling ourselves.
Yeah, it's such an easy process. Like you just need some jars.
You made them in 5 minutes.
Yeah. So, and then if you do the heated one and stuff, like they can last, if you store them right, they can last years. Like,
wow.
If you buy a thing of pickles and it says best before,
you can ignore that.
It will last.
Well,
years.
everyone's got that jar of pickles in the back of their fridge
that they just don't use.
Where there's one or two in there.
Yeah.
And it's been in there for years.
Yeah.
And in theory, that's still edible. It's preserved.
Yeah.
It's
and
antibacterial.
You could just throw it into anything, like bolognese. Why not add your pickled carrots into bolognese? Like,
whoa.
It could add that little bit of
je ne sais quoi.
There you
Snap.
go. So yeah, there you go. Well, I hope you've enjoyed listening to us today. I've been Emily, and we've had Riley Bell.
Hello. Thank you for having me on.
Well, thank you so much for
It's
coming on.
been incredible to learn so much just about pickles.
Glad you had a good...
Wow! Pickles! Who knew, right? I would love to hear if anything in this episode made you go, food did what now? Tag us on Facebook, Instagram, and probably Twitter. We'll have that by the time this episode is out, probably. And let me know. I hope you enjoyed this, and if you did, why not give us a foodie thumbs up and share it like you would a birthday cake, where everyone gets a slice in their party bag. I'm not actually sure quite how well that metaphor translates, but we're rolling with it. Anyway, if you want to have your say in future episodes and have a go at guessing when different foods originate, then follow us on the socials. Anyway, all that to say, have a great day, and if anyone wants to plan something for 2030, the true year of the pickle, then let me know. Bye!